Okay, cool. So, honey? Oh, I looked this up. What happened? Wait, let's fix this. What? Okay, apparently we don't have a face. Let's just open up the hex screen. I'll fix it up later. Oh! It's really broken. It's really broken. Okay. Well, I suppose we'll fix that now then. Maybe if I just reset. I don't know. Add another one. What happened? Default. No. Why is just one line? What did I do? Should have Chromium here. It doesn't open up. Great. Great! So yeah, this is the blackness of our days. I'm having some technical difficulties with webcam apparently. We have that there. There. What before? Maybe I'll restart OBS. You capture device. Okay. Oh no! I have no idea what to do. Let it transform. How about that? How does this happen? Like it just broke itself out of nothing? But there are two now. Maybe also delete this one and just re-add it. Okay. We'll make this work. I feel capture. Okay. No, use the other one. Camera one. Nothing is showing. Maybe I'll reboot OBS then. This is clearly broken. What? In here? It's also weird. What happened? Oh. Okay. Fuck. View capture. I can't scale it or transform. Transform. No. It thinks this is video output. That's crazy. Use buffering. Frame rate. Resolution. There we go. Even change. Why was it weird? Oh. Okay. You just used the wrong resolution. You will learn something today. Oh, now I need to resize it again. Small. Small. There we go. Need to stand here, huh? Okay, cool. Yeah, this is fine. And you can see my yo lambda conf thing. Use text. Now I'll fix the other one as well. I want to have to all work. But it's gone. Let's re-edit then. Oh my god. Should have tested. Should have tested. Okay. Number one, even change resolution. That. Right. Not even stuck finding anything. It's not finding anything at all, okay. Nothing. Okay, apparently we don't have a face cam. Yeah, at least like directly like that. That doesn't matter. We'll just use this. We'll use this. What did we do? Just start with technical difficulty. But yeah, everything is working now, so let's see what we did last time. Last time we mostly finished this thing. We still need to do migrations though. But this is mostly done, except we ran into this one bug. And I didn't want to finish it at the time. So let's do that now. Yeah, like we made a massive fault in lenses. And let's actually show that fault in lenses. It's in roster entry, I think, or something. No, we moved it to roster. Or entry, right? So we made this thing. This is a fault, time fault. What this means is it's a composable way of representing faults. Actually, it turned out that we couldn't compose with this, but we could compose with this, because this part apparently is hard to... Like, I didn't know how to make them fit. We could still reuse this part. So, this is the important thing. From a roster entry, we can go to a list of sum minutes worked, and using that folding thing, we can make that in an actual sum. Yeah, so we just used the combination between traversed and folding to create this into a proper fold. Yeah, but it took a long while to get this to work, and then we had some weirdness going on with that. But now it's working, so that's cool. Except it doesn't work for this week, like last time at least. So let's see what's up with that. Everything is compiled, right? Yeah. Cool. So let's start the project then. And we need to start on the remote machine. Like yesterday we also had some problems with that. I forgot that the build was running on the remote machine and I was editing my local database. So we didn't get it changed in. It took me a fair while to figure that out. Yeah, that's what you have if you have a complicated build setup like mine. I feel you should keep that as simple as possible. You know, I also want to do streaming and want to have stuff fast, so things become complicated. Let's hide you. Cool. Right, we need to have building here and be like this. So like big ass compiler output, a little bit of chat, and code. The rest is code. Important stuff. But what the issue was last time is if we pressed here. Oh. Oh. It's not building. But it hasn't built a recent version or something, I don't know. I think it can't find the JavaScript output. This happened before. But like the way to trigger that is just to... Oh crap, it has to do everything. Okay, this is gonna take a while. This is where you start sword fighting. So yeah, the reason for that is because we have two builds, right? We have the native build for the native Haskell, and then we have the JavaScript build for the front-end Haskell. This thing is spinning up Node.js to run I/O as templates. template Haskell can do I/O, so we need a spin-up node to allow the execute or the produced template Haskell runs little I/O stuff, even though it may not do I/O. Yeah. That's also where linking is slow. That's to go through all the JavaScript shit and figure out how it combines. I forgot to open up the thing. Watch my own stream. Watch my own stream so I get viewers. Now we're less alone. Here. Doesn't even load. Oh my god, this machine is so slow. So, like, another good thing happened today. I got my first payment. Hi Solism, what up, man? How are you doing today? I am fixing bugs in my project. My project has produced its first money today. Got like 26 euros. And a semi-happy customer, so. This is the project. And it's producing a very small amount of money. Thanks, man. Yeah, but like I need to fix these bugs urgently, because I kind of promised them to, but I have been putting that on hold for other things the last 2 weeks, so I can get away with a bit of leeway, I think, but yeah, you need to finish them, right? These are all bugs I need to finish. Why am I in Haskell? Because I love it. Yeah, it makes me feel very productive, and it makes me feel powerful. Therefore, I wrote everything in Haskell. It also makes me feel like learning stuff. I'm more into Rust. I on occasion also stream Rust, yeah. Like my little game 5OL is written in Rust. I mean to pick that up again. But you can do a lot of stuff in Rust, which you also can do. Like you can emulate a lot of stuff in Rust, which you can do in Haskell. Like for example, you have type classes with traits. And one thing I want to do is make the standard type classes like applicative, monad, and functor be available in Rust. But it's gonna be interesting because now you need to work with the borrow checker as well as dealing with normal polymorphism. But yeah, like Rust is one of those languages that gets a lot of respect from the Haskell community, I think, because they're doing something that Haskell can't, which is the first. Linear types, huh? First language. I suppose, like, also dependent types is a bit of a sensitive subject, but linear types as well. So now we can load because we generated the JavaScript doing its little loading thing. Because this is a debug build, it's very, very slow at runtime. It's not minimized, and another thing that's making it slow is my laptop is kind of not suited for streaming at all. Alright, we finished that. Okay, we can test. We can show our bug. At least yesterday it was a bug. Maybe it's fixed itself now. It'll be so annoying. I need to get into that. But no, it says 355 here, whereas the value here is 1155. It seems that this 3 is not counted then. Okay, I know what's happening. I'm using another selection mechanism in the database, which is specifically made for returning this value, I think. So if you look into that. Yeah, I bet that's it. So like, we'll just lift those constraints because the fold is handling that anyway. Hi, have you used... So Yvonne Nash asked me if I've used Scala, and I have in the past. Before I started with Haskell, I did a couple of projects in Scala. One of them was another game. I really like making games, apparently. I don't know why I didn't pick that up more, but things happened. Life happened. And my little Scala game is available online. Available for anyone to play. Oh, never mind that. It's on my GitHub somewhere. It's called I believe GDX AI Gamespace or something. This is such a marketing term. Alright, it's great if your website shows up. Have it here. There you go. This is a Scala project. It's like doing game development with Eka. It's weird. Don't do that, boys and girls. Just keep it simple. But it was kind of interesting to play with Eka in that kind of setting. FP Scala. I don't think Scala or Eka Actors is FP, by the way. But how's your day, Jeff Finesse? Right, so we fixed that bug by fixing the query in that endpoint. Endpoint? I think it's like a roster. You can actually look that up in this thing. I named it. This is how I found my code now. I just add comments. And all these comments get filtered out in runtime. Hello, Lumi. What up, man? Were you there yesterday? So, another news is that there is a chance that I'll get to do remote Haskell work for a while, which is very good. Can't fit into my head. Category theory. You don't need to use category theory for using Haskell. That's a lie. You can just kind of start and open up Python mode a lot, like here. Like, does this look like category theory to you, or does it look like HTML? And again, you get this kind of stuff. I see your point. My god. Actually, we need to look at the request name. Request name. Request name. Nani? Me as Java. Scala dev. It looks like hell. Hell? What do you mean? Like, it's just a table and table row, table head. Table cell, right? TD? Yeah, table cell. Table data? What's it called TD? And then using the dollar signs to these are parentheses. Like big parentheses. But I don't know where to end, so I can't use that. There's a thing in FP hard to teach once you learn something else, but before you learn procedural programming, it's easy. Okay, I don't know about that. I think they do that in Sydney. Like, there's that school that before they teach any other programming, they start with Haskell. Like, to learn the basics. Oh, actually, a university is doing that. similar with Lisp. The problem I have with Lisp is that there's no type signatures, so I don't understand things. I need to have my baby help. My little lifeline. Who understands this shit as long as you have this, right? My little lifeline. Never heard university teach Scala RFP. Okay, I know the university name. Wait, I need to remember this. I think it was. Let's just Google this. Haskell Sydney University. It's not Sydney University. It's another university. It's like UAW, I think. It sounds familiar. Except EPFL, but they developed Scala. That's weird. Why would I teach Haskell if they develop Scala? Yeah, I tried to get into Scala, but I don't think it worked out well. I just got a bit frustrated. EPFL, huh? Nani kore? Oh, right. I saw a job advertisement for them, right? Is it those guys? Like, is this where the Martin something something is coming from? Martin Odaski or something? Because before... Ah, yeah. Cool. They were looking for a senior Scala developer. I only know Haskell. Where's the entry point? Okay, we get the entries from get entry range. Get entry range. What is a get entry range? It's only used in one place. Huh? Look at how much boilerplate I need to use to generate my client. Too much boilerplate. Too much boilerplate. So, most of it is type signatures. Probably can just delete this, but I don't want to. Yes, result. This is the client. This is where you find it as a data type between client and server. And this is the server side. So we use the same data type on backend as well as frontend. And I imagine people in Scala.js would do the same thing. Like... Wait, it's getting everything. Why are you filtering it? Things like monads, applicative, versus, lifts. Yeah, I suppose so. So this is a science word for smash shit together and have a default implementation. This is science word for semicolons. This is science word for be able to apply within a box. And this is a science word for map over something, like in a list. You'll map over a list, right? That's because you can do that, you can say it's a function. Traverse is I wanna go over this structure, but I also wanna have side effect out of it. So for example, if you wanna do something with each element and get like IO out of it, then you can use traverse. Lift, I don't know. I think it's the same as functo. I don't know how big projects haskell is decided. Lightning provides Scala could be used anywhere. Yeah, like this is an for Scala's perspective, this is an explicit definition, I think, or an decision. Because of implicits, you want to have non-global type inference, and it's just taste, if you like it or not. So I thought that this entry, okay, let's just list what's coming back from it. And we can just display the entries time now with the new debug thing we made yesterday. The new debug thing is, no, not that one. Display, command display or something, right? Command, yeah, this one. This thing accepts any dynamic value and shows it as a comment. So we can put in, like, for example, the entries time because it's a dynamic. And the fact it's dynamic means it can change over time. Simple. So this has some value that can change, and it will update itself in our front end. Postgres? Nani? I mean, I think Haskell is older than Scala, so Scala is transforming in Haskell, you know. Same with list. It precedes closure. Oh, by the way, I got the chatbot to work. We can use spells now. Hooray! I should add periodic. You can make commands. I just don't know how the syntax works. But we have a bot. We have a bot. Okay, you trust it now. Oh, it didn't work. Trust? Hey, it's still doing sorting, what the hell? Guess where I got the chatbot from? Oh, I switched branches, that's why. I should fix that. Yeah, don't subscribe to sorting, it won't help you in this case. Would it? No, I don't think so. What is it? The evolution of the Scala programmer. Oh, this is for joke. Huh? Why doesn't it work? Thanks, man. Okay. Fuck. Why is so much syntax? Love the recursion scheme. Oh, hylomorphism! Catamorphism, hylomorphism. What morphism else do you have? That's a lot of hair. I wrote this. Why would you, like, clearly recursion is just boilerplate, right? You can totally abstract it away in our data. That's what they do, right? Fuck. Oh, you have catamorphism. Anamorphism, hylomorphism, apomorphism, I've never heard of that. I saw these terms being used in the Lena jam. I thought it was so funny. I'm Rascal, but I can't read 40% of this code. Well, you know, this is just your casual fixed point. And co-free, that's obviously the opposite category of free. Obviously. I have no idea. I'm using fixed points, by the way. I don't know what they do, but they exist. Also in Nix. Nix uses that to make themselves Turing complete. And be able to override values. Override values indeed. What was it doing? Oh right. Did it reload? I need to reload in this case. Guaranteed termination? General recursion needs something like either is to approved. Oh, okay. Guaranteed, huh? So it's like an incremental argument for the recursion schemes. Wait, the holomorphism and whatever, those are not recursion schemes, are they? That's something else. Or are they? No, like they're the functions that replace. Yeah, so they're recursion. Okay, I see. Okay. I just wouldn't know which is which. I can't figure that out by the name. It's like that commutative debate we had the other day. Sorry. What does that even mean? Commutative and commutative and associative. The other one. Nani? Oh, you're not trusted. No. It's kind of annoying. I need to trust everyone. Don't subscribe to Tony. It doesn't work. It's lying to you. Yeah, you're trusted now too, Yevnet. I think you're the first time here, but you're trusted. I'm too small to actually have to care about that, I think. For viewers, you know. Oh, there's a picture. I love pictures. Oh my god. A to FA. Catamorphism FA to A. So catamorphism is a fold. Is F is a functor? No, that should be a foldable then in this case. They named everything. Anna, kata. What does Anna and kata mean then? What are synchromorphism? Question mark, exomorphism, metamorphism? Question mark. Metamorphism is Anna composed to kata? Is that how it works? Zipamorphism is F to A. That's the same as katamorphism, right? Megamorphism, which may fail to combine. Zygomorphism. F to B implies F to B times A. Oh, this is weakening. You're introducing a new. It's not weakening, is it? Yeah, you're like introducing. What? This is a product, right? Between these two. Now you can get the A out. If you have to FB to B, then you can also have a structure that's a product with B inside to get A out. Oh. F to A. F of A to A. F of A. F to A. Prepromorphism. I need to remember that one. That should explain. Can you debug FP after all? I'm debugging it right with commands. So we have these things called monads, and you can just kind of capture the state with those things. For example, there in my backend I have a logging. This is kind of an anti-pattern, but whatever. There's like logging state inside here, and we can use that to put logs in, like log debug, whatever. Like if I have logging, I have debugging, but there's no actual debugger for Haskell itself. Well, you have print lines, which I mean it's not for me, but some people actually want to have like GDB or something. I don't think that's possible. But I saw someone working on that. That's about all I know. So there are no people that switch from FP to OOP. No, that's calling selling out. I tried it for a bit. It makes me unhappy. Let's wrap something debugging into production at runtime. Testing Haskell is way more important. Yeah. Actually, I wrote tests yesterday. Did you say, like, were you there yesterday, Lumi? I don't remember. I wrote tests. Red fault. I think it's called like work spec. All these tests, look at that. Take a look here. Okay. Yeah, watching streams also takes up a lot of time. I can imagine not always being able to do that. What is it? Oh, I already refreshed. I could have just opened it. Oh well. Yeah. At least I'm saving my ears now. Still hearing music from. Should set up a periodically. So I think this add timer thing, it works with like I think I got it wrong, so it should be, I want to have 10 minutes, right? And then I want to have it in milliseconds, 1000, 60,000. So it just gets the time only. Now we have a timer inside a bot. Yes. Restart timer. There we go. Now we can do add period. One Discord. Did I don't remember there being no text phrases at all. Now we do periodic stat. Right, so we need to enable that. And now don't break. Okay, so we don't even get a message right now, which means it's working. Did I figure out timers? I may have. So if you get a casual thing complaining about joining Discord every 10 minutes, then it's working. And I subjugated Hypernerd, finally. Okay. Are we just selecting for work? That's it, probably. Oh, that's the issue in the backend. So we need to weaken that query then. Oh, I don't know what's the kind of impact. Get entry raised. This is annoying. Where's this used? It's only used in that one widget, I think. But that's good. It's good indeed. Where's that endpoint? But the issue is the underlying thing is using list my entries pg until. So if you're gonna add, I think that's used a lot. Until. Or not. Right, this is used. Maybe we should also deal with the holiday times. List my entries. Because what we get right now is a little list at the bottom. This is like not as useful for a planner, but it is for regular employees. Just have this overview. Boss. Or maybe they don't get it. Planners apparently don't get it. That's weird. The employees have it though. So 1824, it should work. I mean the bot, right? So let's see what we do about this. Maybe I'll make a separate query so I don't have to impact the other shit. Actually I can do that because this function is only used in one place. Oh, it's used in 2 places, right? And there as well. Maybe let's use filter entries then. Card user. Filter entries. Is the entries expression? Oh my god. Keeps going deeper. List entries. Select beam all. So it needs to be in a date. And it needs to reference that credential. So right, we're just selecting from an entire company here. This is type safe SQL, by the way. It's beautiful, isn't it? Type safe SQL. SQL. SQL, yeah. Yeah, it's SQL. And the filter. This is my entry. Guard user. So we only want to have it for this one user, which is what we add in here with the filter function. So this is like efficient because it makes one big ass where block out of it. So this filter f, it will be added to the query itself. It's like a big query builder, but we fix it with like a lambda. But you get these beautiful type signatures. Don't mind that. But it's basically a lambda, like, yeah. And then it gets out the queue thing, which is a query. Took me a while to figure that out, but I got it. So I'm not even selecting on type. What the hell's going on? Why? Entries. Oh, even debug that. Following entries. Well, which one did you get? Type work. Yeah, vacation day. You get vacation day. Okay, it is in there. Entry start. This is 19. 10, 13. Maybe it's just outside of this selection then. Most work this week. Maybe it needs to be like +1 day. And it just works if we add a notification day in the past. Let's try it. Okay, like let's try it here. Yes. Oh, this is the wrong. Oops. No, this is. It should be vacation day. What? What? Didn't I? Did it fail? Do I have another bug? Okay, now it's working. Did it just mark up just now? What? Did someone replay the video? Let's try again. So 8 hours is counted. Well, maybe the final day is just not counted. Alright, this is not our issue, the issue is in here. Yeah, like the final one is not counted. Okay. We have a range condition. Or range error. Off by 1 error, right? Those things are hard in computer programming. Off by 1 errors. Those two things are hard in computer programming. It's a joke. Where am I? Where am I? Show employee model. Oh, look at that! My obedient bot. So what if I add another command to this then? Check out the YouTube backlog. I don't really care about YouTube though. Oh well. I still have the wrong account. Yeah. This can't do it. Not the other one. Oh, I can just get it from there. Cool. I bet it does route roaming or something. Identification. YouTube. I'm failing. Come on, man. Okay, cool. Now, add periodic. Okay, so what I hope is this is doing is like alternating between Discord and YouTube or whatever. So like one time it will say Discord and then YouTube. I also should, I hope it can do the Markov one periodically, but I don't know how to do this with like it's saying some name. Can you just add that? May need to live may need to live hierarchically above the files it indexes. Exactly. Show employee model. Man display entries dying. So how is my off by on one working? Last day of month, first day of month. Just like how you like this week? How do you decide this week? Filter select day. Select day. Oh, there's a function. So this should be inclusive then. Wait, what? Seems wrong. Oh, I see. I need to do this. There you go. So now they're off by one error. May be fixed. Yeah, because my range is inclusive in both sides. The previous Monday and the next Sunday. And they should be both in that condition. So they should be equal. Usually you leave one open, right? You have one too far, but not in this case. Not in this case. So let's see what the periodic command does now. I think it will cycle between check out YouTube backlog and add the or join the Discord. So this is like my automated propaganda machine, which is what I wanted from the chatbot. Basically, I don't really care about those links, but I want to have a propaganda machine, and also maybe the Markov chain. It will also be funny. Okay, let's see if that worked. Finish compiling right here. Reload. I like the palm trees. We could also try the... I think this is good. This is not a palm tree, this is a... What do you call these things? Okay, cool. It's doing it right now. I wanna check out Monday as well. I'm afraid that my off by one errors are worse. So we'll give you vacation day. And also we give you a vacation day. Now you should be 16. In the entire one 32. Okay, cool. Cool. We figured it out. Okay, check that off from the list. We made a progress. Done. You should be able to write their times. On standby should be able to write their times. Okay, what do we do about that? I just need to patch the entry to like I need to make a button that patches the entry to make it be let's see, standby. So if you're on standby, actually the same for vacation day. If you edit those, be able to switch to the other one. But if I click this, Edit entries. If we're on standby, then we need to have a button. Make it a work entry or something? Let me just open up the form. Hold dying, pause not set. Okay, how you're being filtered out? How do you get the old other one? Pet. This widget is not being called at all. How do I do that? This stuff is not being shown at all. And we do that based on the condition. Content. When or this work. There you go. Event request. Fetch entry. This hooks up the entire event flow and makes it the proper debug thing. Oh. Oh, look at that. It's doing it. A propaganda machine. Finally. Let's see if it alternates too. It should be alternating. I would expect the other one to be join Discord. Plan over. So we want to make this. We want to make a button first. Okay, let's do that first. Make a button first, and then we can't modify these entities. We are inside the pop-up. It's actually rustling. Wants to make sure it's work. Well, actually, we need to have a dynamic. Otherwise, we can't modify it. Maybe we should fix this. Maybe we should make this a proper dynamic then. It'll be annoying. But it also makes it open up faster, so that's nice. Actually, let's commit first, and then do that. Because I want to maybe abort, or go back or whatever. What's this? There's a bar off by 1 arrow. You can get rid of this. Go on. Off by 1 arrow. Continue. Okay, cool. We have a progress. And now let's make this right. So we don't want to do a hold after. This thing is. Do I have it in this code? I bet it's in build now. There you go. So we get a B, an event TA. We get the what? What the fuck? Do something monetic with an event file and get the event which is delayed for a moment. Using this may indicate that you're doing something weird. Thanks, past me. Thanks. Tells me I'm doing something weird. Although I found it handy in getting this something to work. Okay, so I'm doing something weird apparently. So I'm getting the event out as well as and I want to have a B, but I already give it a B. What the fuck is B? Never. Okay. To do, this can be done without hold after. Okay, I should fix this. How do I do this without hold after then, past me? Tell me. Tell me. It's already a maybe roster entry. Are you shitting me? I can just... This is an oxymoron. Why is it empty? Why can it be empty? Delete entry pop-up. But it always has it. MTA. TAMB. What is happening to the maybe value event? Maybe no nothing? Open event. Oh no, nothing, okay. Why are you expecting a maybe then? Oh, we need to have updates. What was it? Okay. No, it manages itself. Okay. So what are we using for? Oh, we're using after, but this is the delayed one. That's what we're using for opening. We tag empty. Yeah, this is this. Okay. The delayed entry pop-up is that after the event. That's why we're using it. I just want to hold time, I think. Make it a dynamic, which can be something or nothing. And if it's nothing, then we clear, we close the, we hide it. Not of close. Okay, let's figure this out. Hold time. Nothing. Event. This is May time. even like, let's look at the model. The model that can be opened and closed with events. Model close. We have an event, open event. We have some monad that returns as a close event. Actually, model prime might be easier. Because then we can just do, if we have nothing inside the event, we can close it. Now all this code has to deal with the fact that the roster entry may not exist. And that's gonna be annoying, I think. So we're just doing like normal text here instead of thin text. That's not even that big of a deal, I think. Let's look. All the stuff into here. I mean, I can just put this into, I can hide this. Like if we don't have anything to show, we can just hide this entire thing. That's fine. And I think like all the values, we have data input or something. Hey Skybear, what up, man? Time to get nothing done. Yeah, let's have a long discussion about Profactor optics or something. Oh, didn't you do? How's your XML project going? Did you finish that? Did you convince the guys at work to use XML or Haskell XML with the arrows? Just chatting stream now. Just chatting indeed. You convinced me. I abandoned my ways. Oh, you should join the Discord. Listen to the bot. It can even do Markov. There, you see? Oh, I should also trust you, by the way. I keep forgetting to do that. And you can post links. I wanna have links. Just trust anyone. No, it's like it's a big privilege to be trusted by me, I think. Yeah. Only the best get trusted. Elm for front and it'll write pure skips and halogens. Oh, cool! Science. You have extensible records in that, right? For science. Halogen. I tried using that. I couldn't get it over the build stuff. Elm was so easy to set up, and then you go to pure script and it's like, you need to use Bower and I wanna look at it. This is where it starts, man. This is where it starts. I like the color. That's what I like about Pure Script. It's a good color. At least they have versions. The rest people, there's the Conroy people, they have the API unstable for 4 years. Five years ago, and then they still have this warning here. They didn't finish the documentation, and then We're just starting to reach a stable API partner. 5 years! Almost diving me nuts though. It's too simple, so much boilerplate. Yeah, that's the issue with Elm. You need to write a lot. You need to write a lot, but like it's like basically autocratic, right? It tells you to do it in this way and only this way. And if you do anything else, you're fucked. Like if you want to do anything else, you're. But like that kind of discipline, it makes it like easy to find people after a while. So everyone is doing the same thing. But it doesn't really compose as well either. You need to use some advanced shit to make it compose. Does it compose well? Alright, in PS. In my spare time. I can evaluate what language to use. That's a good idea. Just stream it, man. It's fun. Like I haven't seen many people do pure script on stream anyway. Yeah, but can't have comparable on custom types like records. Compared to like Haskell, for example. Oh, like you're talking about Elm, okay? Yeah. Like the way I heard Elm being described as like a thought prison. So yeah, you get like into a certain way of writing and it works well. Probably also for larger applications or whatever. But you won't learn anything new past that point. Once you get into it, it's done. There are core functions that they comparable. Yeah, but that's how you make a type classes by hand, right? You need to basically use lambdas. You need to sort by, you would call it, right? Sort by, and then you do like A to ort. And then you have like list of A to A, list of A. And now you have something that's more powerful than type class based. But the problem with this, well, first of all, it's invariant. It's never nice to be invariant. And second of all, it's boilerplate, because you need to fill this in somehow, everywhere. Yeah. But the biggest issue is your invariant. That's a huge problem. That's not good. The noise. It is annoying. I've been thinking of maybe going a little crazy with reflex and making it like combining reflex and servant in such a way that you get like a traditional CRUD web framework. Because the server-side rendering part of reflex is really good and fast and whatever. And if you just have like forms, you don't really care about the fact you have to reload because it's fast. I think you can do that. You need to figure out routing though, but that's about it. Not even that hard because you can use servant for that. Need to make a client. That's it. A client, but I already have a sort of form idea. Form. I have a form somewhere. Not that one. This one. This is like reinventing HTML forms. Reinventing it in my framework. But the idea is that like instead of reinventing them, you would use actual HTML forms in the rendering. And then point them to the right path. So you get like a CRUD framework back, but still using reflex. Maybe you get even like an option or whatever to indicate if you want to do the crappy old CRUD things or proper client side. Also might have to give up Nixos' work. Need Android dev. Can't reliably get a dev NV to work on Nixos. Huh? I got it to work. This one or the other one? I got ADB to work. ADB enabled through. Done. I use this laptop as a debugger for Android. Programs ADB enable. Are you sure? I'll copy it in chat. Programs.adb.enable 2. And look at my propaganda machine. It's beautiful. Let's also try adding Markov then. See what it does. Maybe it will reference itself, but that's kind of dumb. How did I do it? At periodic Markov. I got ADB. What's the problem then? I have a delay. No, not much. I need Kotlin for Android. Right in your studio, because that's what the others use. Need lib. IntelliJ. What's IDE? IDE community. Let's copy this function and make it work with that. It's just slow. That's the big problem with this thing. Oh, I see. You need to like have the you need to have the Android SDK or something. Oh my god. And you need to like use the proprietary Google downloader thing. Yeah. You need to like point that path to IntelliJ, otherwise it doesn't know how to work. Thanks, Nixos. There's documentation, but it's unfortunate. The other day I was showing off how to use Haskell with IntelliJ. There's like a plugin or whatever. It even has like Haskell IDE engine support. But it's just so slow. And I can't fork open Windows like that. On my phone, by the way. Ah! Right. I'm going back from work or something. Yeah, I'm talking with like a company to do work for them. And that's remote Haskell. I know how to find them. and they are asking like, do you like pair programming? And I'm like, well, that, you know, I stream on Twitch, Haskell, and that's basically a big pair programming session, so even though we just start talking the entire time. Whoa. Oh, they have a good idea. Like you can do in Tmux you can do like teammate or something, which allows you to share a session with other people. So you can edit in the same program at the same time. I was like thinking, could I combine this with streaming? That like people work through that shared session with like maybe dozens of people working on the same shit. It's probably like a big security risk. I'll run it in a Docker container or something. It's secure. Then again, I've already been hacked several times, so. Damn it, chat. Damn it, chat. Let's copy this thing. Did I copy it before? Oh, this is content. No, I don't want content. What? Where's the entire model part? Delete entry pop-up. Okay, it's just where is it? Did it delete it or something? There's. Okay, let's make a proper dynamic key. Maybe our event out of maybe roster entry out of this. I think this is rather simple, right? Like, if you have a roster entry, you show the pop-up, and if you don't have the roster entry, you close the pop-up. Failure to get a dev. Or failure to get a dev and for Android Kotlin working on Nixos. Okay, let's do it, man. Let's do it. Didn't I have it open already? Didn't agree on prices, but just do it. Just do it. I'll get like internet credits. There's like a big section here. You probably found it, right? I assume that people try that thing. What the fuck does it even mean? Learning stuff on stream. Look at them, look at them. I kind of do the same thing, but... What does this do then? Hired, he says. I've tried, trust me. Did you try this? Because this is probably not gonna work. This is totally legit. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm just making a temporary... I'm making a temporary file. Why aren't you opening that? I should zoom in. Oh! I bet it's a quote problem. No, it's not a quote problem because I have the other quotes. This is how they bring the men down, man. Honey. So you can't find these or something? You could just like... Oh, there's my other experiments. Yes, this is exactly what I want. Thanks, Pim. Thanks for automatically indenting this. Attribute compose Android packages missing. Well, there's your problem. I believe you, man. I believe you. I mean, to be honest, I didn't even get Reflex to work on Android, and they say it's supported, but I just don't know how. Honey. Delete entry proper prime, okay? I'm just gonna develop it like this. Thanks, propaganda machine. We'll make a modal prime out of this. Open and close. Oh, it wants to do M back and okay. No, we still can do it. Okay, I'm on PC. Are we done? We done yet? With Android development. One does not one does one does not simply walk into Android development. Where do I send $1? You can donate it to some charity or whatever. I don't know, man. Donate it to the Nixos Foundation. Are we done yet, he says. This thing doesn't even exist. What is even inside this thing? That's where I would start. Android dev. Android dev env. Well, we can ask that. That's a fair question, right? You had one job. I'm not very competent in general. Just in life. Fine, I'll give you something. I'll give you something. I'll give you something to chew on. You see this spell? Mix build d.mix. That's your problem. You didn't accept the license. Somehow I got like some SDK and whatever in Nick's store, but Android Studio tries to download the entire internet and wants to install it, thinking with Gradle or whatever. Well, just let IntelliJ do its thing, okay? It's very intelligent. It's in a name. Oh right, it probably tries to download it to some weird place because it's in a Nick store. I need to have that Cradle Demon, I think. This is a JVM starting up, by the way. Just loading everything in memory. The entire world. No lazy loading for you, Java. No lazy loading. You're strict language. Android is fun. I do, it starts Gradle, but it fails on some dumb dependency. App.com, that bullshit. Wait, your Gradle is failing. By the way, you can optimize Java to start faster if you change startup options. Yeah, the other thing about my machine is that I'm like running at 100% CPU. Music? Just not very loud. It's so slow on your screen. It is very slow. But I'm also punishing my computer every time I'm streaming. 100% on all cores, man. I even downloaded Ender2 from a website and put the load sheet of my home folder in offline development, according to the guide. That solved some errors. You know what you should do? You should just use like Docker for opening your Android Studio thing. That's what I would do. Oh god. There is a spell to run this shit. I run the stage, right? It's even called XL of Unix. I don't think it's called like that. I've done this for the Adobe Acrobat too. Like, I needed to install Adobe Acrobat, but there's no way I'm gonna run this on this machine. Nix is just too fucking aggressive. It's X block. Anyway, we can just do like xhost plus and then it's fine. Now it works. Why can't I use a compiler, Emacs, and main.sh? For Android! Well, you can use Rust on Android. That's about as good as you're gonna get it. Well, you can compile Haskell to ARM, I suppose. So maybe like if you make the bindings to the GUI or whatever, then yeah. We're still shuffling? No. It doesn't work. No, it works. I'm starting to run out of disk space like this. Fucking Docker shit. Why are you so big? Will I get $1 if I finish doing this? This works? I don't even have a USB cable here. We'll wait for Docker. Zoom in. This is to open up. No, nothing. Blah. And we'll do the opposite. Only nothing. That's a good question. How do you do events? Like Kate or something? I mostly use you'll use the Java and tools. They're really great, but everything new takes some time. Switch some other distro at work cause Android and yeah, you get $1. Oh my god, I'll be rich, boys. I'll get $1. I'm getting there. Like, did you try Docker? Did you try Docker at all? I bet it didn't even came up to you to run just that spell. This is my ultimate like, fuck I hate Nix. Get out of Frill G card. This is the end of the road. I also use it for the Adobe Acrobat. So remember well, right? You need to first run this spell. Xhost This disables your Xorg security entirely. And then you run the Docker spell. Because this can open up X windows outside of the container. Like, it tries to do it for you with this shit, but it usually doesn't work. So you just use Xhost Plus and it always works. Just because, like, you don't really need security for your X server. That's crazy. Nobody's gonna hack you. I mean, if you're fucked up until that point, you're... Oh my god, I'm behind so far. What? I'm really... There's a really large delay, I think. I think I'm gonna reboot the stream. Can I set this in as well? Okay. I think I should reboot. I'm just too far behind now. It's so slow. There you have it, Docker Android Studio. No, the trick is just to do everything with Docker, man. Intent. Which processors are taking up so much CPU? Standard. I want to have Kotlin. Dracula. Why does it need to install? It's a Docker image. Oh, it does all that shit for you, right? It just gave up on tracking CPUs or whatever. I think it's because I'm like opening Firefox there as well. Maybe close this one for a while. Oh, it may be Discord. I don't know. Green died.